everybody. Oh, hi, Amanda. You're going to do your introduction, so go right ahead.
I just was gonna say hello, Jill. How are you doing today?
I'm back. I'm like a boomerang. I just keep coming back to you guys.
We absolutely love that. We're so excited to have you today. I know you're going to do a deep dive into Princess Cruise Line, and the agents absolutely love Princess, so this is very exciting. If you guys have questions, we will have Q&A at the end, so put your questions in chat at any time. Also, this is saved, so you can watch this back at any time at your leisure in the trainings tab of the Travel Cafe website under Princess. So, Jill, what you going to talk about today?
Oh, we're going to go through so many things today, and you might have to cut me off because, you know, I love to talk and I love to go into all sorts of things, Princess. Not only our destinations, our ships, but some of the back office things that you can utilize. And of course, at the end of the presentation, you guys have to stick around to the end. I've got a couple of giveaways. So I'm drinking my coffee from a Starbucks cup, but you can drink yours if you win the raffle from this beautiful Sun Princess coffee tumbler. And not only that, there's going to be two prizes. We have one of our famous waffle weave robes. So, Amanda, at the end, we'll figure out a hashtag and we'll give away two prizes, but you got to be here to win.
Perfect. That's really exciting. Well, let's get started, Jill.
Let's get started. Welcome, everybody. I'm thrilled to be back. I'm thrilled to be here with Princess. Just call me Princess Jill. No tiara today. But I'm going to give you a good broad overview of Princess. Some of you know us, some of you don't. We've been around for 60 years, so you know we're doing something right. Thrilled to present this to you. And let me get started because I know it's a fairly lengthy presentation. So at Princess, we are the Love Boats. You guys remember the original Love Boat? Perhaps you do. Look at that. From the late 1970s, 80s, Captain Stubing and Isaac and Doc and Julie McCoy and Gopher and it was just an amazing, it's what really, really got cruising off the ground, I think. Look at that original Pacific Princess. No balconies, and she's tiny, but she is what got so many people interested in cruising to Mexico. And we're considered the love boats. We put love into everything we do, right? Food, love of adventure, love of travel, love of cruising, all sorts of things. So whatever you're looking for, we wrap it up with love. And again, we are the love boats. So on board, you've got these beautiful cruise experiences, right? Our ships are lovely, gorgeous, relaxing, easy to sit back and enjoy. Our beautiful destinations. We are so destination intensive. We've got some of the best crew out there, and we're a great value, especially when you consider some of the packages that we offer now. Who is the Princess Cruiser? This is a basic overview, right? So we've got the energetic adults, but that doesn't mean that the kids, you know, we've got families as well. The active seniors, what's that, 55? I don't think 55 is a senior, but we're looking at that. The multi-gen families, groups. It's perfect. We've got something for everybody on board. Of course, the income and the demographics, whether they're married, whether they have a higher income, you know, that's just in general. So don't discount anybody who might not fit into this. A lot are college educated. They love food. They love adventure travel. So here's something I want to show you. Who knows our Love Boat song? We've got a little bit of a twist on it, brand new from Hannah. Remember her from Ted Lasso? She's the godmother of our son.
Welcome aboard the Love Boat.
Love, exciting and new. I'm aboard. I've been expecting you. The Love Boat.
Soon I'll be making another run.
Oh, the Love Boat promises something for everyone. Charter course for adventure, my mind's on a new romance. Love, oh, won't hurt anymore. It's an open smile on a friendly shore. It's a
love that. And Amanda and I were talking earlier on, I'm going to try and get Jose to sing the Love Boat song on Friday. And if he sings the entire song on Friday while he's going live, I'm going to raffle off a $50 Amazon gift card. So we have to push him into it. I think he would be fantastic. I think it would be so much fun to watch that. So let's go into some of our itineraries. And you know that we have been voted the best cruise line in Alaska. It's summertime right now. So many of the ships are up in Alaska. Time after time after time, we're voted best cruise line in Alaska. As a matter of fact, just a week ago at the Travel Age West Wave Awards, once again, we were voted best cruise line in Alaska. We've been up there for a long time. We have many of the licenses and concessions from the state of Alaska that allow us to get closer to the glaciers, to nature than any other cruise line. Look at all of those accolades. We're so thrilled that we have been time after time with numerous itineraries that your clients can take advantage of. So right, I mean, we've been up there. We're 60 years old. We've been sailing up there for 55 years. And not only do we do the cruises, which everybody loves, we do the cruise tours as well. So you get to go inland and see some of the beautiful areas of Denali and some of the national parks. And we're very immersive on board and on the land as well. So as you're sailing through Alaska, we make sure that you're feeling that the culture and the feel of Alaska through lectures and through demonstrations and through the food and such. So you are in Alaska all the time, 24/7, on land and sea. As I said, nobody shows Alaska like we do. We have got 5 of our own operated and lodges. And Denali and Glacier Bay are always available for your clients. And, you know, years ago, everybody would say, oh, Alaska for the kids? Absolutely Alaska for the kids. Can you imagine them out on deck and the whales coming up and breaching, or seeing all of these amazing eagles in the sky? It just opens their eyes to so many things. And then, of course, on land, they've got that beautiful wildlife as well. So let's take a look.
Oh, what a gift it is to love and be alive. The sky is opening with possibility, and I feel my heart take flight. I feel like flying. Oh, what a joy it is to open up your heart.
Can you imagine? That to me is the perfect video to entice clients up to Alaska. The mountains, the glaciers, just the experience that you've got. So look, what drives travelers to Alaska? The glaciers, of course, all of the different ones. I mean, there are so many up there. There's those that are everybody knows. And there's some smaller ones too, but just sitting on your balcony or on deck as you're doing your scenic glacier cruising, you're awestruck. It's Mother Nature's beauty. Same with the wildlife in the sea and on the land, and of course the mountains.
Actually, Jill, because you're on Alaska, we have a couple questions on it.
Yeah, sure.
Do you have tours on the railroad?
We do. We have a glass domed railroad, which gives you a perfect a 360 view. So I'll go into that in a little bit.
Perfect. And then also, are you gonna go over where agents book the Princess Lodges on One Source?
You
or
betcha.
Can we talk
Yep.
about that at the end?
We'll talk about
Okay,
that when we get
perfect.
there. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Great questions. Thanks, everybody. So here we were talking about the cruise tour. So we have different itineraries, and the cruise tours are offered when you're doing the one-way itineraries, either northbound or southbound. So you're doing 7 days for cruising, 3 ports, which are Juneau, Ketchikan, and Skagway, and of course through Glacier Bay National Park. And then the tour will take you on this beautiful train into the heart of Alaska. And every cruise tour includes Denali National Park. But you can choose which way you want to do it. If you cruise northbound from Vancouver, you'll do your land tour at the end. If you cruise southbound, you'll do it at the beginning. So it's totally up to you. Do you want to see the sights and sounds of the lodges and the bears and the wolves and the elk and the eagles beforehand? Or do you want to do that afterwards? So the voyage of the glaciers, you've got 2 days of scenic glacier viewing, right? As I said, 3 ports of call and the inside passage cruising. Again, you've got all of these beautiful whites and blues and like I said, it's just this gorgeous natural painting. So on your cruise, we have a program called North to Alaska. This is so much fun. This is what I was talking about in terms of immersion. So we are going to put you in touch and contact and have you play and communicate with lumberjacks and with the park rangers, with the Skagway. Well, in Skagway we have the puppies, but we've got the Iditarod dogs and the fresh seafood, which is amazing. You can go out there and catch on any of your shore excursions. Just it is. If you want to be immersed in Alaska, it's us. We make sure you are. It's just an incredible, incredible experience. Look at that. That's my favorite picture. Look at those puppies. So in Skagway, we do have the puppies in Skagway on board, and you'll be able to speak with their handlers and have a little bit of playtime with them. But not only that, so if for some reason you miss it in Skagway there are shore excursions that will take you out to the areas where the dogs are raised and trained specifically for the Iditarod races. You know, those long distance dog races with their mushers, and they'll go into the training of not only the dogs, but the mushers themselves. But aren't they just adorable? I mean, that is Alaska right there. Fishing. Anybody want to go fishing? Not only salmon, we know about the salmon, but the halibut as well. So this is part of our North to Alaska. And if you go out there and you catch this big, beautiful fish, you have the option. You can either have it shipped back home for you, and you can have it when you get home, or you can also have it on board the ship. Take it back to the ship, and the dining room will prepare it for you. So from the ship to Denali, that is when you are off the ship or when you're disembarking the ship at the end of your cruise, we're going to get you to Denali so easily. You're going to leave your bags outside your stateroom the night before, with the exception of a few things like medications and a jacket and such. And that's going to be put on board the train. You're not going to see those bags again until you get to your first lodge, and it's totally seamless. So we've got the Direct to Wilderness and the Princess Rail service. All the cruise tours feature rail. And when you're on board that glass dome train, it's quite an experience. As I said, top-rated open air viewing platforms, glass dome rail cars, food and bar service in every car. You know, Princess, we're never going to let you go hungry or thirsty. You've got commentary the whole time. And one thing to keep in mind, is it is ADA accessible. So those clients who have got any sort of physical limitations, we'll take care of it. They can still experience this magnificent cruise tour. I talked about the luggage, maybe a bit prematurely, because here's the slide for it. As I said, that tip on the bottom, make sure you pack a small carry-on bag for the jackets and cameras. Cameras, yes, yes, yes. Medications, don't leave your medications in your big bag. Make sure you take them with you. And then you're going to roll through the heart of Alaska on those open air platforms and also inside the train if it's a little bit chilly. Look, this is one of our lodges that we have. So I said we own and operate 5. Mount McKinley Princess Wilderness Lodge, one of the top resorts in Alaska. That's where you're going to head to. And it really is very much feeling out like your own home. It's remote. It's 40 miles from the peak of Denali. But you have these stunning views of Denali right at the river. Look at that. A lot of floor-to-ceiling windows, making sure that what you're up there for, to see Alaska, you can actually see. As I said, you never go hungry. Never go hungry with Princess. So there's a variety of restaurants at each of our lodges, ranging from casual coffee bar type of thing to fine dining. So at our Mount McKinley Princess Wilderness Lodge, that North Fork restaurant, North Fork restaurant is the more, we like to call it sophisticated, and yet it's not formal. So you don't have to dress up in a coat and tie or anything like that. But it has got a wide variety of fine menu items and a great wine list as well. And look at that, to end the day. What a hangout it is. And even in my age, I still like doing s'mores, and burning those marshmallows and putting it between the graham crackers and that chocolate. It's absolutely spectacular. This is Denali Princess Wilderness Lodge, right on the river. It is large. It's about 660 rooms, but it's only a mile from the National Park entrance. It's a great place if you've got a group of friends going, come sail with me, come take the cruise tour with me to Alaska. And, of course, you'll make a lot of friends up that way. Again, just an assortment of dining at Denali Princess Wilderness Lodge, from your espresso in the morning, which I always have to have, all the way to the fine dining and casual restaurants. That's what so many people go for, right? Look at that. And yes, you will get close enough to take those pictures. Look at the bears. Mama and babies. So you've got one road into the national park, and we'll do natural history tours. We'll do wilderness tours on it. Most of the cruise tours include a park tour, but you want to make sure that you book early. So as soon as you've got your clients booked on an Alaska cruise, make sure you book those excursions. We have several options for your clients. So we've got the Denali Explorer, which is the most popular. It always includes at least one night in Denali, on your own, for those that want to kind of figure it out as they go. Off the beaten path, which is for those who maybe have been there, done that, and they want to do something different. And then the Connoisseur, which is our highest rated, very popular with those luxury travelers who demand nothing but the best. So take a look here. You'll see Denali National Park almost right smack dab in the middle there, with Fairbanks Princess Riverside Lodge up at the top, Denali Princess Wilderness Lodge, Copper River Princess Wilderness Lodge, Kenai Princess Wilderness Lodge, and Mount McKinley Princess Wilderness Lodge. So the closest to Denali is Denali Princess Wilderness Lodge and Mount McKinley. Just, you see how each one of them has got a different character. And the one in Kenai, just you're up in the hills a little bit, overlooking the water, nestled between all of those trees. So this is something for 2025, and we are working on trying to get the licensure for 26 as well. The Katmai National Park, 9-night cruise tour and 12-night. And this is where you're going to see some bears. And it's very limited in availability. We do very small groups of 18. But let's take a look here and you'll see why everybody wants to go and you need to book early. So you saw how close you actually get, right? The good thing is the bears are looking for fish, not for people. You are up on a platform with a barricade, but we do limit it to 18 people. We don't want to intrude. We don't want so many people coming up to that area, intruding on the bear's space. So the wildlife enthusiasts, the national parks enthusiasts, and there's a lot of them that go to Alaska, photographers, of course, and repeat guests for perhaps they haven't done this before. And some people just go, they drop their cameras, and they just watch, and they maintain it in their head. What a great memory. So a couple of the national parks cruise tours that we offer where you can visit up to 5 national parks. You know, there's a lot of travelers out there who have got it on their bucket list to visit every national park in the United States. They can put, tick off 5 right here. Glacier Bay, Tundra, Kenai Fjords, Kennecott, and look, it's Skagway there too. If any of you have never gone to Alaska, you need to do it. It is so special. If you've got somebody with a lot of time on their hands, 17 nights, land and cruise, 5 national parks and the rail service, 7 days at sea, a really comprehensive option for them. So one thing about the land portion is, unlike the ship where they're getting their complimentary meals in the dining room and buffet, the meals at the hotel are not included, but you can purchase a meal plan if you like, or you can also go a la carte. Did you see that? The meal plans are commissionable. And I mentioned this earlier, accessibility. So all of our dining spaces and public spaces are accessible for those in wheelchairs and scooters and any other physical limitations. We've got ADA rooms available with roll-in showers, paved walking trails. The Denali and Mount McKinley lodges offer complimentary shuttles around the campus. And of course, EMS medical services in most cases, right? Keep in mind that this is all for emergencies, and it's not to be used as routine, I don't think. But we do have the medical services for those in need. Hospitals are quite a ways away from where the lodges are. And the land excursions offer accessible accommodations as well. You need to book in advance, okay? But another one that's very, very, very prevalent these days are our food allergies. So if there's anybody with allergies or sensitivities, make sure your client lets you know, ask them about it, and get that information onto Princess as soon as you know. I'm often asked about the best times to go to Alaska. The season is short. I think Jose and I talked about it yesterday. So from May to September. May and September probably have the fewest crowds, all right? And that's because the kids are generally not out of school or back. So still in school in May and September. Of course, you can see bears and whales almost all the time. We've got lots of daylight in June and July. I think Jose said his favorite time to go was June. I personally I love the early season May and the late season September. And if you're a Northern Lights chaser, can't guarantee it, but the northern lights, if they're going to appear, would be towards the end of the season in September. Well, so what's exciting about Alaska for 2026, because it's on sale now? Our brand new ship, the sister to the Sun Princess, the Star Princess. She hasn't even started sailing yet. She's doing her sea trials right now over in Europe. She's going to be doing 7-day inside passage round trip out of Seattle. Look at this beauty. She's got 1,500 balconies. And she's got 30 restaurants and bars. Again, never let you go hungry. 21 decks, 4,300 guests. She's big for Princess. Yes, she is. But the state of Alaska has given us permission to get up there and still call it Ketchikan, Skagway, and Juneau. So that's it. That's the round trip. New ship. I don't know of any cruise line that has put a brand new ship up there. Also out of Vancouver, we've got round trips. We're doing Endicott Arm and Dawes Glacier. Also on Discovery and Coral. This is kind of a cool one. We've got an 11-day for those that want a little bit more time. And then throughout the season, round trips out of San Francisco. So easy to pop up to San Francisco. Get on 10-day inside passage. You've got late nights in Juneau. So you've got this wonderful opportunity for those, especially on the West Coast that don't really want to fly, that can hop on in San Francisco. And one of the special things, sailing under the Golden Gate Bridge. More options, 11 nights. Like I said, we've got so many different options for Alaska. How about a 20-night or a 20-day ultimate Alaska solstice, June of 2026, with 9 ports of call? And this one, for me, I love this one. It's not offered all the time. A 16-day inside passage with Glacier Bay, departing in September of 26 from Los Angeles. All of you California folks, you don't have to fly anywhere. Hop on board at San Pedro. So for all of you agents out there, we've got these wonderful tools, all in one source, all right? So we've got campus maps, we've got meal plans, we've got schedules, everything you need. And the flyers and such are you can personalize them, send them electronically to your clients, or you can print them as well. Our 2026 brochure is out. You can order that on OneSource. It's got all of the information on the itineraries and the ships and the cruise tours. Again, inside Alaska, OneSource Cruises. We put so much information into OneSource that you'll be able to make your life so much simpler just by going there and getting the highlights of what you need. Of course, we do a lot of Connect with Princess webinars. Keep in mind, those are done on a monthly basis usually, and you can learn about Alaska and everything going on in the Mediterranean, our Europe sailings, which we're going to go into shortly. Princess Academy. All right, those of you who have not done the Princess Academy and achieved their Commodore status, do it. Once you hit that Commodore status, you're going to be able to do that graduation cruise. And not only that, you get CLIA credits if you're doing your ACC or MCC through CLIA. So we've talked about Alaska, but we are the destination leader. We have traveled, we have sailed to all 7 continents. We've got 17 ships right now. We go just about everywhere. Your client has a destination in mind, say, Princess can do that. Europe. Look at that. We've got the Mediterranean, the British Isles, and Northern Europe, all with their unique features and all with their reasons for your clients to go. Mediterranean, of course, food and wine and the ruins. British castles as royalty, or British Isles as castles and royalty. And Northern Europe, you've got the medieval times and all of that Vikings, Viking heritage and the fjords and Iceland and Greenland. Now, I tell you what, Iceland is hot. Everybody wants to go to Iceland. Our 40th anniversary in the Mediterranean. That's where I'd like to be right now. Looks pretty nice, huh? A couple of itineraries here. So you can do the Greek Isles in Turkey. So in 25 and 26 on the Sun, along with a lot of the UNESCO sites. Greece and Italy. Did you all know how many places that we actually sail to? France and Italy. And this is so cool. Okay, so if your clients are going to travel halfway around the world to do a 7-day cruise, they may want to do a back-to-back and do a 14-day or a 21-day. We can back-to-back and keep them on board the ship. They may have to get off for customs purposes, but it's really seamless in between those itineraries. And then they just see different ports of call on each one. It's a great way to extend their vacations. Again, you've got Mediterranean with Greek Isles and Turkey, and then Greece and Italy and France and Italy. Who's ready to book? We talked about the Sun briefly. This is the Star. This is the ship that's going to Alaska. I tell you, she's not even sailed yet. She's doing her sea trials. October 4th is going to be her inaugural in Italy. And then 15th, we're going to do a 7-day. And the 22nd, she's headed on over here to Fort Lauderdale. She'll spend the winter in the Caribbean before she heads over to Alaska in April. Star Princess is doing that 7-day Mediterranean. And this one, these are so popular. When we announced our solar eclipse cruises a while back, they practically sold out overnight. We keep adding itineraries. We keep adding ships because the demand is there. So you can do a 7, a 14, and a 21 round trip. Excuse me, not round trip. You can do Barcelona to Rome. You can do round trip out of Southampton. There's a lot of different options. Look at them, all right? Sun Princess, Enchanted Princess, Sky Princess, they're all there. The 2026 total solar eclipse sailings. There is still space available. Take a look at one source. Northern Europe, 12-day British Isles, France and Belfast. Look at the Eiffel Tower, Old Town Edinburgh, and then Denmark, Sweden, and Norway. Iceland and Norway. You know, Iceland, everybody wants the Blue Lagoon, they want the Northern Lights, and just those beautiful fjords that you sail through. Oktoberfest. Everybody knows that Oktoberfest is in September, right? So we've got round trip out of Southampton. And then, of course, we do cruise tours for the Mediterranean as well. So it's not just Alaska. We do cruise tours afterwards for Mediterranean. Same with Northern Europe. So you've got the Ring of Kerry, the Imperial Treasures. Look, the itinerary for the Imperial Treasures is very similar to perhaps some of the river cruise itineraries. But this way, it's all on land. It's all connected with Princess. Seamlessly book it. They'll have a wonderful time. We like to talk about our North American home ports because it is so important for some people to have easy access. Look at all of them. So we do Anchorage, Vancouver, Seattle, San Francisco, and Los Angeles, all on the West Coast. Quebec, Boston, New York, Port Canaveral, Fort Lauderdale, Galveston, and come October, we're home porting in San Juan, Puerto Rico. Makes it easy for your drive market folks, and it also, with so many home ports, a choice of where they want to fly into. As I said, we're coming back to San Juan in October, first time in over a decade. It's our 4th home port in the Caribbean, and this port will allow us to get your guests down to the beautiful Southern Caribbean. Have any of you been to Puerto Rico lately? San Juan is just a vibrant city. So there's history, there's music, there's culture, there's nightlife, there's cuisine. Some of the best food I've ever had there in San Juan. So make sure that if your clients are leaving out of San Juan, that you give them a few days before or after to experience the city. So the 7-day Southern Caribbean sailings visit 5 islands. They're port intensive. Right? Really, really a wonderful experience to see all of the different cultures of the different islands. Fares from $106 per person per day. It's pretty hard to stay home for that. Let's take a tropical vacation instead. Some more different itineraries for you. And all of this, again, is located in one source. Or if you need any assistance, you can call our reservations or pop me off an email. So the thing about San Juan, if you don't know, of course, it's a U.S. territory and English is widely spoken. So English and Spanish. The U.S. dollar is the official currency. Great roads, highways, airport. So if they're staying there and they want to get around, it's easy to do. I like that laws are similar to U.S. laws. They're pretty close to it. All major hotel chains and store brands provide, added convenience. That's kind of fun, but it's got such a fabulous history and culture to it. It is an amazing island. This flyer is in OneSource, or you can scan now. I'll leave it there for a second, and you can get that flyer for the Southern Caribbean, or Caribbean, however you prefer to announce it. Let's talk about San Francisco. We sail out of San Francisco year-round with nearly 40 departures. So you can get, of course, to Alaska, as we talked about, Mexico, the California coastal cruises, which are a lot of fun, and Hawaii, anywhere from 5 to 16 days. The classic California coast. So you're doing San Francisco and LA. You've got Santa Barbara in there, San Diego, Ensenada. Great if you just want to get away and enjoy the beauties of the West Coast. Hawaiian Islands, so you've got a few sea days, and then you go around and do the Hawaiian Islands cruise, and then you come on back. Late nights in Honolulu, which is, again, a vibrant city. It's a lot of fun. A lot of people put Honolulu down, but it's a great city to go. Dining, entertainment, all sorts of wonderful things to see and do. More of the Hawaiian Islands. Out of San Francisco, the 11-day Mexico Riviera. It includes Mazatlan, Vallarta, and Manzanillo, including Cabo. The 7-day California coast again. But out of LA, which is my home port, right? So we sail October to April. Lots of departures. Mexico, California coast, Hawaii, Panama Canal. We do the ocean to ocean on the Panama Canal. So 3 to 33 days. All of the different ships. Of course, out of California, you've got the drive market for SoCal, Nevada, Arizona, and Utah. This has got the wrong date on it. I apologize. It was just changed. They have postponed it to 2026 earlier on in the year. We're going to have the Temptations. We're going to have Jill Whelan, who played Vicky on the original Love Boat. Great fun. It is open for sale. So they're going to do Loreto, Mazatlan, Vallarta, Manzanillo, and Cabo. Round trip out of Los Angeles, the California coast. We love them. And the Mexico Riviera. And Hawaiian Islands. I just hear the waves and the ukulele music right now. Ocean to ocean Panama Canal. Between Los Angeles and Fort Lauderdale, the Island and the Coral Princess. And then the Star Princess will be sailing in the new locks in 2027. And the rest of the world. Did you all know that? Look at all of these destinations. South America, Arabian Peninsula and Indonesia, Asia, Japan, South Pacific, Australia, New Zealand, our world cruise, Antarctica. Our beautiful Crown Princess is down in Australia, New Zealand right now. We've got everybody scattered about. And this cruise, the Circle Pacific 2026, she's kind of taken the place of a 2026 World Cruise. 60 destinations, 115 days or 131, depending on where you embark. 45 UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Look at that itinerary. I mean, you go everywhere in the South Pacific to the most beautiful South Pacific islands, Australia, New Zealand, and up through Asia, like Ho Chi Minh and Tokyo, and just all over. And then you end up either back in Los Angeles or back at Fort Lauderdale. Did you know that we do cherry blossom cruises as well as fall foliage in Japan? Japan is some of our most popular cruises. 14 days, the fall foliage. Just a brief introduction to the sun and the stars we talked about before. 1,133 feet long, 4,300 guests when full, 1,500 balconies. The Sun actually won Best Mega Cruise Ship last year in the Condé Nast Traveler Reader's Choice Awards. Super proud of that. They are part of our Sphere class ships, brand new, where this dome with the water feature and the pool transforms during day and night. And you'll see different shows and activities there. Spellbound is exciting. We've partnered with Magic Castle for a dinner and magic shows. And then, of course, all of our specialty restaurants. Teppanyaki, you can have a shrimp thrown into your mouth or whatever you like there. It's one of our, obviously, very popular on that. O'Malley's Promenade, all sorts of different dining venues for you. A quick view into our stateroom accommodations because they are elegant without being stuffy. Let's see if this one will show for you. Penthouse. We want to go a little bit further into this. I'm watching the clock. I don't want to run too much over time. But we've got here, which is our sanctuary collection, our ship within a ship. Only available on the Sun and the Star. As I said, our ship within a ship venues on this, exclusive access, all sorts of wonderful amenities geared towards the luxury traveler or those who just demand the very best. It includes our Princess Premier package, Wi-Fi, gratuities, everything there, private restaurant, private lounge. It's an amazing experience. If you are familiar with some of the other ship within a ship concepts, ours is right up there. I've seen it. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's very limited. As you see, only 80 suites, 123 mini suites and balconies. The Sanctuary Club. Now this is the only area that requires the guest to be 16 and over. However, the rest of the sanctuary does not. Take a look at some of these beautiful places. The Sanctuary Restaurant, exclusive venue for Sanctuary Collection guests. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner with rotating menus. An amazing wine selection. No reservations needed. And the suite lounges for suites only. So look at all of those. I'll give you a minute to read. We've got unlimited specialty dining because it's part of the Premier program. A medallionette up to 4 devices, unlimited premium fresh juices. Those desserts that we have are exquisite. Enhanced room service, reserved seating, all sorts of benefits for our sanctuary collection. This is just a quick chart. If you're familiar with the retreat, the haven, the suite, or the yacht club, this is our sanctuary. This is our ship within a ship concept, and we include everything. And of course, we want to talk about Medallion, which is our wearable device. It allows you to connect to the app on your phone and have all sorts of wonderful benefits. Not only does your stateroom door unlock for you, you can have things delivered to you. You board your ship faster. Make sure you get your medallion early, have it shipped to you. You get to go through the green line at the port. As I said, whatever you need, it's delivered. The best Wi-Fi, keyless stateroom, and find your shipmates. You know, if they're late for dinner, you want to find them. And if you're a mom and dad and you want to find your kids, you've got to find them too. So, and speaking of that, this is what I want to show.
Why would you want a way to locate your friends and family on our ships?
I Anna. Look what time it is. It's time for me to be right here with you.
That's why. Keep track of your crew anywhere on the ship. The Princess Medallion Class Experience. Only on Princess. Exclusively for everyone.
Mom and dads, can you relate? That's just so much fun. They can't turn their locator off. Adults can turn it off, but you can't. There goes the tongue again. Let the dining revolution begin. Let's get through this quickly, and of course we can always send you information if you miss any of it. So we now have 3 ways to dine. Your traditional, early and late seating. Your flexible, you can reserve a table size at any time that works for you. And your walk-ins, of course the walk-ins. Sometimes you may have a small wait, but generally not. But the revolutionary part of all of this is our Dine line. 833-805-DINE, available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Once you're deposited or when you're elite, you can call this line and get your dining reservations to not only the specialty restaurants, but the events like Spellbound and such. You can change, you can update, you can get your groups together. It is a great option. And on that QR code, you can scan that for a list of dining venues. Again, you can do this in One Source Cruises. We have put everything back there. One more video.
Welcome aboard Princess Cruises, aka the Love Boat, and also new home of Pantalones Organic Tequila.
It's the best thing we've made.
With our pants on. We know there's a lot of different types of love to be found on this voyage. And luckily, Pantalones pairs well with all of them.
There is new love, which pairs well with the fancy pants Paloma.
Mm-hmm. And for those looking to rekindle their love, I suggest a spicy Pantalones margarita.
You love the family, but you also love when they're at the pool, so you can sneak in a Pantalones 24-karat gold margarita.
And let us not forget the international waters kind of love, which is basically wherever you want it to be, none of our business. And for that, I suggest the Pantalones Tequila Sunrise.
Now, if you don't have any Pantalones on you, just order some using Ocean Elf.
The Pantalones Custom Cart will also be making the rounds on board. Someone missing their cue. I said the Pantalones Custom Cart will also be making the rounds on board. Look at that, right on time.
Oh, hello, Rob.
What's up, Rob? This one take too tardy?
Whether you're cruising Alaska or the Caribbean, it's always Pantalones time somewhere on a Princess Cruise.
So love your time on the Love Boat, and we hope that you have as much fun drinking Pantalones and whatever you do when and after you're drinking it, as we did making it. Cheers.
Sauji.
Pantalones cocktails are included in all Princess Plus and Premier packages.
I love Matthew. He's wonderful. And of course, as I said, you never go thirsty. In addition to the Pantalones and the spirits that we do have a wide variety of non-alcoholic beverages too, for those folks who are not imbibing these days. Princess Plus and Princess Premier packages. When you do the math, it's silly not to get your clients on one of these. Plus, still $60 a day. It's more expensive if they purchase it on board. Make sure they do it ahead of time. And then we've got Premier, where you've got your 4 devices, your Premier beverage package. You've got unlimited specialty dining. It is worth it. Make sure you plus or Premier your clients. Here we go. One Source Cruises, One Source Cruises, One Source Cruises. That's where you're going to find all of our marketing, our brochures, our information, and Polar Online, where you can make change and manage all of your bookings. All of these brochures are available. It's a great booking engine, super easy. If you ever need any help, please let me know, but it is very easy, and once you've done your Commodore training, you'll find it even easier. You can do it with your eyes closed. Princess Academy, as I mentioned, best travel advisor education program, and there's always refresher courses. Keep it up to date, and you'll be able to do your Commodore class when you're ready, or your Commodore cruise. Travel advisor rates, that's all you need to know. We've got some great rates all the time. Those are the Commodore benefits with your free graduation cruise. Like, you always get $50 OBC as well, along with marketing. And Princess Expert, that's our Google for Princess. All you need to do is type in a keyword, and you'll be set to go. It'll come up with all of the information that you need. Military benefits every cruise, anytime, Canadian or U.S. And that's it. I ran a little bit over time, but that is it. And I want to thank you. And if you need additional training on polar, I can do that at another time. Amanda, are you there?
Yeah, great job, Jill. And also, I know you said you were going to give away something special. So I know the travel agents have some questions in chat, but I have them saved in a queue. So do you want to do the hashtag for the giveaway while we ask these questions?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Are we going to go with that hashtag we talked about?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, so we're going to give away both that beautiful coffee tumbler as one giveaway, and then the robe. And I want hashtag One Source Cruises. Hashtag
Perfect.
One Source Cruises.
And we're going to be giving away a shop Archer Travel credit with those, so you guys can get your person's customized flyers or customized videos as well. So there'll be that added to each of those giveaways. So there'll be 2 giveaways.
Sounds wonderful to me. And don't forget, if we can get,
So first question we have is, are you able to share this PowerPoint, or is it oh my gosh,
proprietary?
You know what I mean.
Proprietary.
It's private.
I will modify it and get it to you in the next couple of days.
Perfect. Next question is, how long out would you consider enough time, the average time to book for next year, 2026?
2026 has been on sale for a while. I always say book out as far in advance as you can for the best prices, best staterooms. So really as soon as you can.
Perfect.
But it's never too late to look.
True. Sometimes there are last minute things, but it is best to book out early for the best rates.
Absolutely. Yep.
Secure your spot. Okay, cool. Do you offer tours outside Alaska that offer northern lights as well?
Well, we do some in the Mediterranean in that area. However, if you're looking for the northern lights like in Iceland, we don't have anything that specifically begins or ends in Iceland. But there would be shore excursions and opportunities for some late nights that you could do. Other than that, nothing specific northern lights. We just keep our fingers crossed that we see them while we're sailing.
Perfect. Next question is, does I've never heard of this city or before. Does Princess have sailings into Civitavecchia?
Rome? Are we talking Rome? Civitavecchia.
Something, yes.
Yeah.
Something like that.
So that would be Rome. Yes, we do.
And do you have those for 10 days or more?
You can combine the 7-day into a back-to-back 14 or 21-day.
Perfect. And then you went over cross-Atlantic cruises a little bit.
We do transatlantic, absolutely. And world.
Perfect.
And world cruises, too, so you're crossing several oceans.
Okay, and then would you say the solar eclipse sailings have a more unique food option from other ships, or is it consistently similar?
I think it will be pretty consistent. Remember, you're over pretty much in the Mediterranean. So it will be consistent with the food that we generally serve over there.
Perfect. Is the military onboard credit in addition to any onboard credit they have?
Yes, it's stackable. So that military onboard credit is stackable with anything else they may have available on their cruise.
Perfect. And then is the Western Caribbean with St. Kitts or St. Lucia your favorite?
You know, I love all of the Caribbean. I've got to say, it's beautiful. Each island has got something unique. My favorite Caribbean sailings right now really are the southern, because it is just a little less, it's less crowded. The waters are so gorgeous and blue. I do like that. And of course, I think my favorite island sailing would be the Greek islands.
Perfect. And then where in OneSource do we book the Alaska lodges and rail?
You'll see it in there. You have the opportunity when you go into OneSource. There's a cruise tour option, and you can always call the reservations office as well, 1-800-PRINCESS, or you can look at on OneSource, and I'd be happy to do any office hours at any time for those of you who need some tutorials on OneSource.
Perfect. And Jill's email is also available on the Travel Cafe One website under Princess. Also, we gave it to you throughout the week. It is jlangley@princesscruises.com. And that is also in the Travel Cafe website under suppliers under Princess, so you can find it there as well. Jill, you want to do the giveaway?
Let's do it. Let's do the
rope?
let's do the tumbler first.
Perfect. Okay. And the winner, drum roll, the winner is Darlene Smith.
Welcome. Great, Darlene. You got this wonderful Sun Princess tumbler, limited edition. Your coffee will taste great from it.
Perfect. And you want to do the robe?
I think we should give away this robe. I love my robe. I think it's wonderful.
So comfy and perfect.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, and not only are you guys getting the Princess Tumbler, or Darlene, you're not only getting the Princess Tumbler, but you are getting the shop credit. And then as for the Princess robe, I will also be giving you a $25 shop credit. And for Darlene, I want to let you know, please email giveaway@archertravel.com to claim your prize. You do have 1 week to claim your prize, Darlene. Email giveaway with no S, giveaway, singular, @archertravel.com. And just because I have to say this legal jargon really quickly, you must be an active Archer Evolution travel agent to win these prizes. You have 1 week to claim them with the email that I provided. And you can find more terms and conditions for winning our prizes in the legal section of the Travel Cafe website. So let's give away this Princess robe.
Let's give it away. And I want to see a picture of whoever wins it. I want to see them wearing it. Send it to Amanda so I can see it. Or you can send it to me.
I love that.
Okay.
And the winner is Casey Gibson.
Yay, Casey. Congratulations. This is a great robe. You won't have to take it from your stateroom now.
I love that. And we've been doing giveaways all week, Jill. On Monday, Brian Heron won the Princess Tumbler and the $25 shop credit when we did the Archer Travel Weekly kickoff. Then yesterday during your sales lab, if you guys haven't seen that, the marketing and sales lab Jill did with Jose, we went over some marketing and sales tips. We had Scott Anthony Layton win the Princess Beach Towel and the $25 shop credit. And also Tika T, she won the Princess Roman $25 shop credit. And today we had the Princess Tumbler shop credit go to Darlene Smith and the Princess Roman the shop credit go to Casey Gibson. So congratulations. Congratulations winners so far.
Oh, and don't forget, Amanda, this might drive Jose crazy, but I did say if he sings the entire Love Boat song on Friday when we're live, I'm going to give away a $50 Amazon gift card.
During the weekly recap, right? At 10 a.m.
That's
Pacific
it. Yeah.
Standard Time.
Yeah. He better find it on YouTube and practice. But
That's
I've got my
awesome.
other princess giveaways too.
And Jill did say she did want to do a giveaway each day this week. So surprise, surprise. You don't know how, you don't know when, but we're going to be doing it. It's probably going to be during the recap on Friday since that's the only live to the week with Princess. But on Thursday, there'll be something special posted on Facebook. So stay tuned for that. We will pick a random winner from Facebook. We're going to do a poll, so look out for that on exclusively our Facebook page again, and that is at Evolution Travel Cafe. Jill, is there anything else that you want to add before we close out this session?
I am just so thankful to all of you, to all the Archer and Evolution agents for welcoming me back in my princess role, my Princess Jill role. Couple of things. One, I've got a Princess Jill BDM Facebook page. Feel free to ask to join it, Princess Jill BDM. And then on OneSource Cruises, we have a list of events coming up: Love Fest, ship tours, and seminars at sea. I am actually hosting a seminar at sea from Vancouver on September the 27th. It's a coastal, it's a 7-day, and there's still space available on it. It's a reduced rate with a lot of educational opportunities and a lot of fun. We include the Princess Plus package as well. So if you're interested in taking a seminar at sea, we have several open, but mine that I'm hosting is September 27th. I hope to see you all there. Thank you again for welcoming me back. I appreciate you all, and I can't wait to see you all at convention. I will be there at the trade show and on the ship.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Jill. And thank you all the travel agents for joining us today. Until next time, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Actually, we'll see you at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here with Jose coming up. So see you then, and thanks again, Jill.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Ahoy, everybody. Have a great day.